Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Steve Weed Network and his coverage of boys championship, Division III championship games here from Manley Fieldhouse. Well, you might have seen other action here. IAC lost in a tough game to Hamilton. Also, Sackett's Harbor lost their game to OV. So 0 for 2 thus far. However, the third game here on a beautiful Saturday in Syracuse is perhaps the most anticipated. It's your Watertown Cyclone team. And I tell you what, Watertown from the beginning, coming into the tournament, coming into this juncture just a few weeks ago, 20-0 overall. Nonetheless, the most anticipated game, the Cyclones of Watertown, 20-0 coming into this a few weeks ago. They beat CNS. They were top-seeded, of course, first time in a long time. Then they beat 12-seeded ESM. And now, of course, they're going up against a tough Corcoran team, seeded 2, coming into this action. However, big news, folks, and this is the biggest of all. If I could just find my stat sheet here. Jacob Haggerty taken out of the lineup for the Corcoran team. He was their star, 6'6" center and senior, taken out for unsportsmanlike. We won't even tell you why, but he's not going to be in today's contest against your Cyclone team, so this will be an interesting game. Remember, one of the players from Sackett's Harbor was out. That was Brennan, so that affected them. In this case, Corcoran, a tough team without their star guy. That might be tough for them, especially against our very own Watertown team. We're looking at top players here, too. Tard Garvey, Sid Pond, Ryan Padnode, Matt Gorman, and Dante King. They've been doing it all year, and they're going to try to continue doing it right here at Manley Fieldhouse in Syracuse on the Steve Weed Network. We'll be back with the opening tip-off right after this. Don't go away.
Well, Glenn, they're announcing the lineups here.
And with Corcoran, the Cougars of Corcoran, minus their star player, Jacob Haggerty. Let's see what they put on the hardwood here. Number 32 for starters, that's Fred Page.
Yep.
He's a senior and standing at 6 foot. Raquan Pride. He's a junior, standing at 6'1". Jolan Dunbar, also standing at 6'1". So far, not much height.
No, not at all, but quickness. Very quickness there.
Jamail Richardson, standing at 6'3". Ozzie Mathis, also a junior. So let's see, we got 2 starting seniors, 2 juniors, and 1 sophomore.
Well-balanced team.
And now on the other side, by the way, head coach for the Corcoran, Al Bullock. They are in maroon, black, and white. They're in dark. And Watertown in white. Big support here from the North Country. Much bigger than Corcoran's. We love to see that.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Boy, they're stomping on this. For starters, Tom O'Reilly. 5'11" guard, also a junior. Ryan Padnode. One of the co-captains, 6'5", ladies and gentlemen, a junior. Number 24, Matt Gorman. Can we say anything more about Matt Gorman?
He's the key to the day, folks.
Matt Gorman, by the way, is 2'12", big kid, junior.
Glenn, our center at basketball team was only 6 foot.
Sid Pond just announced 6'6", junior and forward for the Cyclone team. And last but not least, Dante King, the sophomore, standing at 6'1". Head coach Paul Adams, as Ron Cortuli mentioned earlier. Their colors are purple and white. Obviously, white, the majority color today, is their home color. And I believe, based on that, on the home scoreboard, that's exactly what you'll be seeing.
That's right.
For the Cyclone team. Assistant coach Bud Moore, athletic director for Watertown Paul Adams, manager Jordan Northrup, scorekeepers Alexis Swan and Lucy Wojcicki. Boy, I hope I got that right.
I think so, Glenn. You did pretty good.
I came pretty close.
Yeah. I see you're very good in English in school.
Oh, well. Sister Conchetta had something to say about that. Anyway, to start things off, we got Gorman up front. He's going against their big guy, Ozzie Mathis.
Like I said, the key to this game is the speed for Corcoran and the balance for Watertown on the boards.
Advantage Watertown, and that's O'Reilly with the basketball. He'll start things off, guarded there by Fred Page. It's going to be a fast-paced game.
That's right. Just patience. Just patience. Move the ball.
That's Sid Pond. Over to Padnode. Pond will take the first shot of the game. It's good.
Patnode.
So unlike the two other games where both local teams did not score first, Watertown has. Perhaps that will set the pace.
Good start, Glenn. Very good start.
Going around the horn here is Corcoran, and once again, Page makes the move, puts it up. It's in and out. Loose ball. Padno brings it down for Watertown.
The key to
Padno,
the
a
game
little
is
tentative.
just take their time. Don't over dribble. Just take your time bringing the ball down.
O'Reilly guarded by Page. Gets out of trouble there. Off to Dante King. Puts up a wild shot. Almost had it. Missed it. Loose ball. Corcoran brings it down. That's Fred Page once again. I know there's 5 players for Corcoran, but Page has been doing everything.
Page is their star player.
Page with the basketball. Corcoran with the nice headbands. All 5 starters with the headbands in white. There's the move underneath. Reverse. It's good. Number 10, Jalon Dunbar.
Nice move.
So he ties things up. Opening moments here at Manley Fieldhouse. And it's as crowded as you can get with the amount of seats that they've allocated for this, and that's going to go the other way. That's the first turnover for Watertown. Ozzie Mathis.
Watertown looks a little out of sync right now, a little nervousness, and that's expected in a big game.
That's Fred Page for 3. It's no good. Off the mark. Padno with the big rebound, and he'll bring it up.
Yes.
Padno gets through, looking to get through traffic. Finally does. Looking for Gorman. Gorman's going to do the spin move. He does off the boards. Oh, it's off the mark. Oh, look at the second effort there. Loose ball. Corcoran brings it down, and that's Page once again. Page thought about shooting it. Now he does underneath, and another wild shot.
They're forcing shots.
Padno with the rebound. And look at this. Tom O'Reilly off the boards. Oh, and he missed it. Rock on Pride.
I think he was a little nervous there, Glenn. I thought he was going to get blocked from behind.
Once again for Corcoran, that's Richardson. And look at that move by number 22, Pride.
Slow it down, slow it down.
And little jitters, I guess, for both sides.
Yeah, both teams are a little nervous. I think it's probably the biggest crowd, Glenn, both teams have ever played this year.
Darn tootin'. I'd have to say the majority of the people in the crowd, by the way, rooting for Watertown, which is excellent. Let's see. That's blocked here, but that's a bad pass.
Bad pass.
Went to the wrong guy. Racon Pride, once again, at the end of that one. He'll put it up all the way. Misses it. Second effort by... Oh, no good. That was taken by Richardson. Now it's a loose ball. Padno, can he go all the way? It's 1-on-2. Padno will slow it up, but it was a reach-in foul.
Reach-in foul. Well, so far, both teams look a little out of sync, Glenn. But that's expected. They're nervous.
Like you mentioned before, Corcoran tried to do too much.
Well, look at the height advantage. Watertown has so much with the 3 big guys.
With all this action, it's only 2-2. 5:23 opening moments, obviously, here for Manley Field. There's the back door.
Nice pass.
Padno made that look too easy. Got the assist from Gorman. And that's fundamental basketball, and Corcoran caught off guard. Now Corcoran with the basketball. Fred Page, double team there. And now the move to the basket is in and out. That was taken by Pride once again. Loose ball. Let's see the call.
Another foul, Glenn, and number 31. I think that's his second. It's on Richardson?
I believe so. Yes, it is.
Oh, first. I'm sorry.
Team second foul, however. And wow, look at that inbound pass to Dante King over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly throws it over to Gorman, but overthrows the ball, that is, and it goes out of bounds. So go the other way.
I think they got a lot of adrenaline flowing.
Yeah, that was kind of a lead pass, and he threw it in midair. And
well, Michael Jordan, he's not.
No, not on that last performance. Definitely not. Bounce pass over the left side. And wow. Boy, that ball, I thought, went in. Actually did barely hit the net, and it's going to go the other way. I think it went out of bounds.
You can tell Corcoran right now, their starting 5 are a little bit intimidated by the height. They're forcing shots.
Come on, Cougar!
People still filing in here.
Come on.
Padno.
Just pass the ball. Work the ball down.
That's Sid Pond, the big man, number 21 with the basketball. Over to O'Reilly, looking for Padno with the lead. Oh, actually, to Gorman, who puts it up for 2. It's good. So now, Watertown with a 4-point advantage, as you just saw on the Steve Wheat scoreboard, which is a huge unit above the court here.
It's a good start. Like I said, we needed to get off.
3-point effort by Page, no good. And it takes a Watertown bounce.
But I tell you what, number 4 got up there. I think that was 43.
Ozzie Mathis. Yeah, he had a lot of vertical movement on that last one. Back to Dante King. He'll put it up quickly for 2. That's good. I thought he was going to do something with Matt Gorman underneath, but he decided to take the shot.
Smart move. Gorman was there for position for the rebound if needed.
Now the Cyclones ahead by 6, 8-2. Look at Page once again off the boards. And look at the second effort there. That's good. By number 31, let's see there, Jamel Richardson. So now the lead cut in half, 8-4. Dante King left side. Oh, they're getting it to Gorman, but he was in traffic. Not a good pass.
Forced it.
And once again, Richardson with the basketball. He's the only one without a headband. Oh, and actually he's one of two. That's Page left side. He'll put it up off the boards. No good. Rebound, number 21, Sid Pond.
Well, it looks like Corcoran's only getting one shot and gone.
Riley over to Padno, who puts it up quickly. Yes. He's fouled and he's going to go to the line.
Good ball movement, Glenn, from the rebound up the floor to Patno. Well, so far, Patno's got 6 points, Glenn. He's on fire.
Padno is performed all year long, as well as his other starting teammates and the guys off the bench, and really performing quite well here at the opening moments. 10-4 is your score. 3:27 left in the first quarter, and Padno at the line to convert. Some noisemakers in the crowd. He does convert.
That's one thing about this Watertown team. You never know who's going to step up to the plate and be the scorer. Last game, it was King.
It could be anybody. Well-balanced team. Very similar to our New York Yankees.
It makes us want to suit up and go out there ourselves, huh, Glenn?
That's right. That's absolutely right. There's a move to the basket by Richardson. He's underneath, loses the basketball, needs help, gets it. And now there's some movement by Dunbar. Now he gives it back to Page. Wow, look at the Harlem Globetrotter moves there. It goes out of bounds and will go the other way.
Yes, sir. Too fancy. Corcoran's getting too fancy.
Fred Page just lit everybody. Took everyone's breath away with that move, but not effective.
That's sort of like Mike White with a hot dog.
Inbound to Padnode.
So this is the key now. This is the key. Just pass the ball. Be patient.
Corcoran showed some type of press, but Watertown, no problem there. O'Reilly with the basketball now. Now he makes the move to the left side. Oh, nice pass over to Padnode. He puts it up for two. It's good.
13-4. 2:43 left.
Largest lead of the game, and it goes to the Cyclones. No problem thus far against a tough Corcoran team. Cross-court pass over to, let's see, there's a reach and foul by Pond. Richardson will go to the, let's see.
No lines.
No lines yet.
No, long way to go there.
As a matter of fact, Watertown only has one foul.
That was the first.
So with the inbound honors, let's see, that was number 10, Dunbar. And that's Page at the top. Back over to Richardson. Oh, nice pass. Oh, but he gives it off. And somehow or other, that ball was deflected or something. It's going to be another foul.
It's Paul. It's on Pond. His first.
Second foul.
Second foul. The other one wasn't on Pando, I guess, huh?
So number 10, Jolan Dunbar at the line. Just some activity from the bleachers behind the boards here. Just very fashionable, I guess. Very similar to what you see at Syracuse.
Syracuse. Remember the old Syracuse-Georgetown games?
Yeah, they don't have those big, long sticks, though.
No.
Let's see. Stepping out for the moment, at least, for Watertown is Pond steps out. And back in the game is Todd, actually for the first time, is Todd Garvey. So Paul Adams using his bench at the moment.
That's a good substitute. You don't want to get the third foul in the first period.
Dunbar gets one of two. And Ronnie Montgomery, first time in the game, and I think, let's see who steps out for Corcoran. It's number 22, Rakan Pride. Univercellular, Nancy McCabe, Allstate Insurance, Dealmaker Dodge, Big Apple Music, Sundance Leisure, FX Caprera, Benny Steakhouse, White Slumber. What would we do without these fine people in the North Country? They're helping us provide some fantastic coverage here. Oh, boy, that's a bad pass. Not the best passes in the world in the last couple of seconds, and that's a three-point effort in and out. That was taken by Page. Loose ball. Watertown takes it, though. And O'Reilly slows it up, gives it to Corman, who gives it to King.
You don't want to
Fast transition here. O'Reilly left side. No good. Actually, I'm sorry. That was Garvey, and it's good by Padnode, I believe.
It was Gordon.
Gordon, I'm sorry. Okay.
Right place at the right time.
I'm looking at Todd Garvey's statistics here, and I didn't look at that. Nonetheless.
Watertown doesn't want to get into, that's a travel.
Travel call.
Watertown doesn't want to get into a race here. This is not going to be to their advantage. A track meet is not their advantage.
Richardson with the travel call for the Corcoran squad. They're down by 10 with 1:59 left in the first quarter. 15-5, your score.
See, this is the press now. You just got to be patient and look for the big guy.
Garvey.
All they're going to do is they got the height advantage. Just take your time and pass over.
Padnode in trouble. Guarded there by Dunbar. Now he runs into traffic, but he gets it off to Dante King, who brings it up. It's a actually 2-on-2. Dante King with the wild shot. Gorman with the follow.
Good rebound, Gorman.
So the score 17-5. Now the largest lead of the game. 12-point advantage for your Cyclone team, and that's Mr. Fred Page, the 6-foot guard for Corcoran. Actually hands it over to teammate over to the right side, back to Dunbar, and now back to Page through the legs. Still no penetration underneath. They just don't have the height.
They don't have. They just. Here goes Page.
Page runs into traffic. Actually runs into, I believe, O'Reilly.
Yeah, well, that's a foul. He grabbed his wrist.
That's his first foul for O'Reilly. Team's third foul. Hal Thurston comes in for the first time.
It's a good move again. You need ball handlers there.
And fresh legs. Although with the large lead, you want to maintain that with as much as you can get from the bench, and that's exactly what Coach Paul Adams does. Now Corcoran with the basketball. Page will slow things up.
Yeah.
And Page, once again, trying to get it to the open man.
What a difference a year makes. Last year, Corcoran could get the ball underneath.
Richardson made the move to the basket, but he was fouled. And Coach Al Bullock, not happy with his team's performance thus far. They've yet to go into double figures here with 1:03 left in the first quarter.
And you can tell how warm it is. Look, the players got their hands on their hips already.
Richardson at the line. It's good. Coming in for Corcoran is now Justin Godbolt. First time we've seen him, he replaces number 4-3. Let's see, that's Ozzie Mathis stepping out for the moment. And Richardson will try for his second effort. Roar from the crowd. It's good. Back to a 10-point lead. Garvey gets it in. That's Padnode. The new guy, Hal Thurston, will bring it up.
Pass the ball.
Oh, runs into traffic, almost loses the basketball. He needs a lot of help, ladies and gentlemen. Calls a timeout. And why not?
See, that's what they can't afford to do. Get in the corners and get the double team trap. It's hard to get out of that.
That's the first trap we've seen that actually worked against Watertown thus far, and Thurston called the timeout. But you know what, Steve? If we could just keep it here, just so I can clearly cover exactly the fine people that helped us bring this to you in your households, regardless of where you are right now. You're probably watching on Channel 96 through the Time Warner Cable District in the North Country. We'd just like to thank Universe Cellular, Nancy McCabe Allstate Insurance, Dealmaker Dodge and Dealmaker Chevy, Big Apple Music, Sundance Leisure, FX Caprera, Benny's Steakhouse, White's Lumber, A. Kazi & Company, and Black River Plumbing and Heating. Without your support, we couldn't furnish this coverage of these games down here at Manley Fieldhouse on a gorgeous Saturday as quickly as we could, because we're showing these within a week of when they played, and we're showing them to you right now. Look at this. Oh, boy. Oh, it's blocked.
Nice.
Garvey went up, but he was blocked by his number sake on the other team, Jolan Dunbar. But it remains Watertown basketball. Dante King with the inbound honors. 49 seconds left in the first quarter.
Just take your time. I don't know why Watertown seems to be in a rush here.
Oh, travel call on Thurston.
See, that's the pressure defense that Corcoran is starting to apply.
So Corcoran with the basketball. Now less than 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Left side. Now there's a move underneath. Oh, boy, nice move there by Dunbar, but it missed. And loose ball. Who's got it? Dunbar once again puts it up the second time. Almost gets the third rebound, but Dante King strips it out of his hands.
So that's where they need to bring it up, I think.
Oh, look at this nice move over to Gorman. Oh, Gorman's rejected by number 31, Jamal Richardson.
Corcoran's leapers, and they feel it.
Oh, look at that move. And it's good by Fred Page. So, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Can you believe this turn of events here?
I tell you, they got good quickness, Glenn.
Just a burst of activity from the Corcoran Cougar team. And Al Bullock getting his team excited. So the first real, I guess, well, there's no turning point yet, and you rarely have a turning point in the first quarter, but this is a comeback at least.
It's a game of momentum.
And, well, they still can't get the double figures yet, so it's still a lot to...
See, they're over-dribbling.
Padnode. Again, they're rushing things. They should slow things up.
Slow it down. They got 8 seconds. Run the clock out.
Padnode will put it up for three. It's in and out. And now Corcoran with the basketball. That's 3-1 Richardson. I thought he'd go all the way. He loses the basketball. It's going to come our way.
It's over.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
First period.
Wow. Exciting, but remember, Corcoran's still not in double figures. Your Watertown Cyclone team with the 8-point advantage, 17-9 your score going into the second quarter, and we'll bring you the second quarter right after these commercial messages. Don't go away, folks. You're watching Steve Wheat coverage of the Watertown basketball game here from Manly. We'll be back after this. And we're back. There's your score.
I tell you,
17-9, Cyclones with the lead.
Patno had a fantastic first period, 9 points.
All right, Steve, we don't have the monitor out here. I hope there's no problems. But anyway, we're going to continue. And right now, Corcoran with the basketball. So, Corcoran's number 32, Fred Page. Something's wrong. Okay, Page with the basketball. Now Corcoran's Richardson makes the move. That's
those
a wild,
just wild shots.
Opening moments here of the second quarter. And that's O'Reilly.
Okay, Riley, just get it out. Take your time.
Oh, look at this. Sid Pond underneath. He's blocked once again, this time by Page.
So Page is going to go all the way on this.
Oh, boy.
That's number 2 on King.
Dante King picks up your right, Ron. Glenn Curry and Ron Cortuli.
Yeah, like I said, Watertown cannot get into a foot race.
First one's a miss by Page. My headset's are loud. Page missed the first one. It's now still, they haven't been able to get into double figures. We're in the second quarter here.
Well, look at Page's back. Look at the sweat.
Yeah, this game is intense.
Definitely warm.
So now it's a 7-point lead by your Watertown Cyclone team. Now Corcoran showing the press.
Now take your time. Don't have to rush it.
Sid Pond trying to get through traffic. He needs help from Dante King. That's not a good pass. It's going to be yet another turnover, and Page will take advantage of that. Page brings it up for Corcoran, gets through traffic. Wow, tries to dish it off at the end. Not ill-advised on that one. There's a lead pass to O'Reilly. What can he do? He's got one man behind him. It's blocked again, but Sid Pond puts it up for the follow-up.
Again, Watertown they want to run, but they should not.
Bounce pass left side over to Richardson. Look at that nice pass underneath. Oh, easy shot taken there by Montgomery. That's a miss.
Don't foul at all.
Finally, there is a foul.
I think the umps are letting him play. There's no doubt about it.
Referees, by the way, George Sayal and George Blake. I think Blake actually might be the alternate. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Mike Savage is the alternate.
Timeout. Call it.
Oh, lead pass over to Patno. It's going to be too long, though. It's going to go the other way once again.
Watertown's way out of sync. I think they're anticipating a Corcoran player in their face when it's not, and when they don't pass.
They look like they're playing like they're down, and if Corcoran continues shooting like that, they might be down real shortly. It's now a 6-point advantage. Dante King has the ball over to O'Reilly. Nobody underneath. Now Gorman's making the move, and they're trying to get it to Corcoran. There's a long pass over to Dante King. He'll put it up, and that is in and out. Actually, just went right on the back end of the rim, and now Corcoran will bring it up once again. That's Richardson. He'll make the move to the basket. Quick 2-point shot. If it's good, no good. Dante King with the rebound.
Slow it down.
Boy, that was erratic, to say the least, on both sides.
Look at the players. They're all tired.
Dante King over to O'Reilly. Now Watertown slows it up. They still have the edge by 6 points. O'Reilly up the lane. It's got to be 12. Nope, there's a foul.
Glenn, that's the key. If Watertown can, whether it's Riley or King, if they take the ball in the middle, look at all the Corcoran players right now. Hands on hips. They're tired.
Ronnie Montgomery picks up. That's his first foul.
Still not shooting foul shots. It's only the team 6 foul.
Oh, look at that. Nice pass to Gorman from Dante King. A quick 2 points. Can't get any better than that. Well, you could if it's a 3, but nonetheless, 21-13. Back to an 8-point advantage by the Cyclone team. Underneath is, wow, look at that move by Dunbar. Second effort by Dunbar. Still no good. And now there's a loose ball. Somehow, no whistle out of that. No, loose ball here. That's how people get hurt.
Yeah.
But Page has it. He'll make the move all by himself and put it in. I mean, you love it when the refs let him play, but
I know it. This is too.
Sid Pond now with the basketball for the Cyclone team. They're in white. Corcoran in maroon with white numbers.
Don't force it. Don't force
Sid
it.
Pond on the back door. Look at that. Off the boards. It's good. 23-15. Back to an 8-point advantage for your Cyclone team. And this is exciting. This place is just
nice ball. Oh, nice
behind
move.
the back. Oh, Padno's going to lose it. However, he gets it back, saves it, gives it over to O'Reilly. He makes the spin move, gives it up to Dante King, who goes up the lane. Padno puts it up for two, in and out. Pond loses it. Oh, but it remains Watertown basketball.
I tell you, give Corcoran credit. They're hitting the boards.
Dante King with the inbound honors. The Corcoran cheerleaders behind him chanting about something. Their team down, however, by 8, 23-18. We're in the second quarter. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. O'Reilly with the basketball finds King with the nice bounce pass back to O'Reilly. Thought about shooting it, now moves up, gives it back to Dante. Wide open three-point shot. Oh, didn't do it.
You know, if you average, I think
Fred Page brought down the rebound.
I think each team's only holding the ball at least 10 to 15 seconds. A little travel there.
As a little travel, a little hot dogging, and another turnover.
Well, I guess that makes it for excitement. The refs are letting him play.
Hanson Canty now comes in for the first time. First look at him. He is a 5'10" guard and sophomore for Corcoran. And stepping out for the moment is Fred Page. He's been in there since the beginning.
He's tired.
That's the first time he sat down.
I mean, it's warm in here.
It's notably warmer with more people for the bigger game. And there's a nice move around the perimeter by Pond. Oh, he put up a wild shot.
Nice
Padno
rebound
with the follow-up.
See, that's where Watertown's going to gain their advantages on the boards.
So Corcoran with the basketball. They're down now by 10. That's Canty, who just came in the game, slaps it back to teammate Richardson, gives it back to Canty. He makes
That's
a travel.
Boy, you drive a bus there.
Yep, that's exactly it. Glenn Curry and Ron Cortuli. Courtside analysis of this, this much anticipated ball game.
No. Whoa.
Yeah, that was close. However, Padno looking for help. Gets it from Dante King. There's a reach and foul. I think it's going to go against Corcoran's number 20. Let's see the call.
So I still think the key is King here. King can negate the quickness of the two Corcoran guards.
Montgomery did pick up the foul. And with the inbound honors, it's once again Mr. Padno, 6'5". He's a forward and junior. Ron and I talked about that. A lot of guys coming back, starting players coming back next year. So a lot more success to look at for the Watertown Cyclone team. Sid Pond, right side, finds some help from Gorman. He puts it up easily. It's good.
That's a walk in the park there.
So bringing it up court now for Corcoran is, well, there's a pass over to teammate Dunbar. Pretty much the same offensive look. A lot of outside shooting like that one, and that's going to miss the mark. Loose ball, however. Dunbar brings it down. Fresh clock. Oh, he's rejected from Gorman. And Padno will bring it up. He's guarded there. It's one-on-one. He'll slow things up, however.
No.
Cross-court pass over to Dante King, who puts it up for, is that a 3 or a 2? It's a 2 and a timeout call.
Timeout Corcoran. They got to get Page back in the game.
By Coach Al Bullock. And this place is lit. Ladies and gentlemen, there are fans for Watertown on both sides of the hardwood as well. It's a great sight, and we're happy to bring it to you. But we're going to step away from the action. We're going to walk away for just a couple commercials, and we'll be back right after this. Watertown ahead 33-15. We'll be back. And the score. Wait a minute. They just changed the score again. It said 33. Now it's 29-50. I kind of thought that was a mistake. We've had a lot of miscues with the scoreboard today.
I think the clock is a little confused, but it is a 14-point game. By the way, Page is back in the game. Good move on Corcoran's part.
And another try. Yeah, Page, just as you said that, is caught with the travel call. Yeah. So Watertown will take it. Up 29-15. 3:12 left here in the second quarter. And I tell you what. All three games that we've covered here in the Steve Wee Networks, Ron, go by as quick as you could start talking about the players.
Oh, definitely.
This game, no exception. Gorman, the big man. Oh, no. Pass over to O'Reilly. That was risky. Oh, look at that. That was a foul right in front of us. O'Reilly for 3. It's good. O'Reilly with the hot hand.
Well, let's not get cocky here. It's a long way to go.
Pride, he makes a move, and he's fouled.
That's on Gorman.
That's Gorman's first, is it not?
Yes. You talk about clock management. If I was Watertown right now, I would utilize the 35-second clock. Every time they shoot the ball, there's always 20, 18 seconds, 15 seconds, and the Corcoran's going the other way.
And if for some reason you do, manage to squander this lead, you still have the talent over Corcoran. And yet,
yes,
by utilizing the clock, like you're saying, Ron, I agree. Just try to eat his way as much as you can in each possession. Time management really works in the game, even in the second quarter. First one's good by Pride.
I mean, obviously Corcoran's got the quickness, and Watertown has the height.
Second effort by Pride, and that's going to hit the back of the rim. And Gorman with the big rebound.
Just take your time.
O'Reilly with the basketball, guarded there by Dunbar. O'Reilly still with the basketball. He goes over the left side. He needs help and looks for Gorman, but actually that's deflected. Gorman gets it somehow, and he tried to stuff it. He's going to try to stuff it again. He'll miss both times, but he's fouled.
Yep.
You know what excites me about this, Ron, is that this is a Watertown team.
That's right.
And we're coming down, and Corcoran's looking at us like we're nuts. Well, these guys are good.
I think Corcoran's figuring out what happened. This is the same thing we played last year,
right,
except they didn't have Gorman.
Gorman's first effort. Padno's going to step back here for backcourt coverage. I don't think he's being subbed. No, he's not. And Lawrence Thomas in the game for the first time for the Corcoran Cougars. Stands at 6 foot. He's a sophomore. Gorman will try to get one of two here, and that's good.
Well, so far it's the Gorman and Patno show.
And for Corcoran, it's Fred Page who's got the ball. He puts it up quickly, and tries to get a bounce off the backboard. Didn't get it. Corcoran somehow or other does get the rebound. That's Raccoon Pride with the new clock.
Page is trying to do too much.
Page, oh boy, did you see that pass? I missed it completely.
That was a good pass.
Hands it off. Richardson got the 2 points on the follow-up. Dante King with the finger roll. Didn't go in, and Corcoran will take it again.
See, where I was telling about clock management, the Russian, that's 3 shots in less than 20 seconds.
Oh, Page traveled, but he got away with it. Look at that scoop pass over to number 31, Richardson. It's good. So a quick 4 points here. At least a 4-point run, perhaps a 6-point run by Corcoran. It's 33-20. And it's going to remain Watertown basketball. So just as we say, Watertown on a roll here. They, pull back within a 13, allow Corcoran to pull back within 13 points. Padno with the inbound. He's going to find O'Reilly. No, he gets Sid Pond back to Padno. Boy, nice move there. He'll slow things up, however. Guarded there by Pride.
Slow it down.
There's Sid Pond with the turnaround, and it's good.
Well, as long as they keep shooting and making them, I guess it doesn't matter.
Fred Page brings it up. Oh, spin move.
That's travel. You can't do that. This is not football.
Well, in his defense, I believe the ball was kind of brushed up against one of the Watertown players, and that kind of threw him off.
I think what's happening, is Page is really trying to overdo it, do it too much. He's not Julius Irving or Jordan, but he's an excellent ball player.
Once again, Corcoran showing somewhat of a press. And oh, boy. Dante King handed it right to Dunbar.
Let him go.
Gives it to Richardson, and he stuffs it. I just couldn't believe that. It happened right in front of us. So now an 8-point run. And now, once again, running into traffic. Dante King's going to be a little more careful this time. You. Back to King. King will put it up off the boards. It's good.
Boy, this is a track meet.
Fred Page with the basketball. That's a surprise. And a 3-point effort there, and it's going to miss everything. It's an air ball. That was taken by Raccoon Pride, and he gets some taunting from the crowd.
Yeah, Corcoran's not taking intelligent shots.
It did, however, actually go off one of the Watertown players. Look at that. Nice move, but he missed it. And second effort's no good.
That's on Corcoran. That is definitely on Corcoran. It's 31. That's his third.
Richardson, yeah, he had... second foul.
Second foul.
Yeah, I had first written here, but been enough fouls in the last few minutes. But Gorman goes to the line. He's the 6'9" center at 212. He's a junior. We'll be seeing plenty of him. Of course, obviously, folks, if they win this game, they move on.
Yes, they do. But
just in respects to next year, We have a winning team going on the hardwood for Watertown. There's no doubt. Gorman.
Well, let's just take it one half at a time, Glenn. Even though
I know, just optimistically speaking, it's been a long time since we've had
Yes.
such a powerhouse. It's good to see. Good for the community. Gorman's second ever.
How come Dick Vitale isn't here?
I don't know. Sorry about the feedback, Steve. I'll be careful of that. That's Fred Page with the basketball. Long three. No good.
Wow, they're just forcing it now.
It's almost like they're down by 20.
I know.
They're not that far from 20, but still.
They're behaving like this thing is all over, and it's far but over.
One of the strategy from Al Bullock is to try to get as many threes as possible. Richardson with the pass. Although, yes, there has been a lot of penetration underneath, like that move right there, and he's fouled.
It's on Gorman.
Raccoon Pride. He'll go to the line.
See, this by Paul Adams now. I would definitely hold. There's 34 seconds left. Make the last shot, or take the last shot anyway.
Sponsors for Steve Weed coverage of Section 3 championship action here. First one up by Pride is no good. Universe Cellular. Call 788-CELL for the next best phone plan you can get on your cell phone from Kevin Fear in the Gold Star Deli on Arsenal Street. Nancy McCabe, Allstate Insurance. Pride second ever is no good. Rebound, loose ball. It's going to go Corcoran's way. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Pride with the basketball. Steps outside. Gets it back from Dunbar. Nice cross-court pass underneath the 31. That's good to Richardson. And now it's 39-24.
Right.
Watertown will set up for the last shot of the half. O'Reilly gets in traffic, and
I think
ball
it
hit our foot.
just took all of us out, Glenn.
And it deflected and went back on the court. So somehow or other, the ball went underneath, hit my knee, and went back on the court. And the inbound honors goes to Mr. Padnote, who's right in front of us.
Just hold it for the last shot.
O'Reilly.
There's no need to go.
Long shot there with plenty of time left, and that's exactly what you were saying. Oh, look at Padnote, however. Oh, that's a hole
That's
right
a hole.
in front of us.
The refs are really.
Page goes up the lane. Oh, wild shot.
That was an
He forced
offensive foul.
2 seconds left, and a weak shot effort to the basket, and that will do it.
Corcoran player on the floor.
There is a
That was a bang. How can the refs not call those fouls? 2 fouls.
There's a lot of physical play underneath, and one of the players paid the price for that last play. And we'll have to see exactly how he is. But going into the locker room, Watertown with the lead, 39-24. And Ron and I will give you the first half statistics at the outset of the second half, right after these messages on the Steve Wee Network. We'll be back, folks. Don't go away. A happy score for the hometown team, 39-24.
Yes, surprising score.
Surprise! Well, you know what? I tell you, they've been doing it all year long. They haven't lost a game.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And now they're dominating here in the first half at Manley Fieldhouse for the Section 3 Boys Championship game. And with the first half statistics is Ron Quachuli.
Yes, for Corcoran, we have Mr. Page with 8 points, and very impressed with his quickness and slashing to the basket. Mr. Pride had 1, Dunbar had 2, Richardson 13, and Mathis 0 for a total of 24. For the Watertown Cyclones, Riley had 3, Patnote at 11, Gorman 13, Sitpon 6, King 6. That rounds off the scoring to 39. 39-24 halftime score.
39-24, 15-point lead. You know, however,
I'm sorry, did I say 29? I meant 39-24.
well, you know, it's all, who knows? This scoreboard has been changing with the wind.
See, it's like Halloween in here. I mean, I went to a game last night, Glenn. A girls basketball team, and the starting 5 had their hair dyed green.
Oh boy! And I thought the Corcoran team looked stylish with the headbands.
Well, we got Watertown High with the ball to start off the second half.
Padnote with the honors. How many points did Padnote have in the first half?
Padnote had 11 and Gorman 13. Total 24.
Wow. Fantastic. And just as he gives it to O'Reilly. I thought Gorman would be there at the other end of that pass, but O'Reilly brings it up.
Yeah, O'Reilly can't get too fancy here. Just take your time.
Sid Pond back to O'Reilly, who's out in center field. Opening moments of the second half here.
Well,
and Manley Fieldhouse, loose ball.
Loose ball.
Dunbar brought it down. Let's see, that's 3. That's Fred Page once again. He might go all the way. He loses the basketball. Pond grabs it, gives it to O'Reilly, and the fast transition for the Cyclone team. Over to Dante King, who will put it up for 3. No, just short, and goes out of bounds.
That was a weird bounce.
So a little more than 30 seconds. No one scored.
They don't need to rush. I guess.
I know. I see what you're saying. It's almost like they they're on a, well, obviously both teams are on a mission here, but
right.
a lot of anxious type plays for the Cyclone team, and then it doesn't always benefit them. However, it is working overall. They're ahead. There's a nice move to the basket by 2-2 Rockland Pride, but missed everything. O'Reilly now in a one-on-one. He'll slow things up, however. Bounce pass over to King.
Just run your offense. Just pass the ball, run your offense.
Look at that to Gorman underneath. They've been trying to do that. Yep. Oh, look at the hook. It's good.
Just like magic.
So Gorman puts it up. There's your score, 41-24. King with the basket. Check that. Fred Page with the basketball. Yes. And then playing around the world here. No penetration underneath. No, long shot from the left side. No good. Loose ball. Gorman almost had it. No, look at this. And it is Dunbar once again off the board. That's good. Dante King will bring it up for Watertown. Watertown, of course, in white, if you're just joining us. Corcoran in maroon.
Oh, that's Watertown's ball. They got lucky there.
They did get lucky, I have to admit.
22 reached in, tried to grab it.
Our own Dante King, a little erratic in some of his ball handling thus far. But again, still fine. That's a bad inbound pass by him. Bounce pass over to Dunbar once again off the board. That's good. Jolan Dunbar, the forward from a sophomore, 6'1".
See, here we go. This is what you call soft pressure.
13-point advantage. O'Reilly trying to penetrate over to Dante King on the left side. Gorman's underneath. Sid Pond for two. That hits the. Oh, gets his own rebound. Second. Oh, he's fouled. Let's see the call.
It's on Page. I believe it's either 22 or Dunbar, maybe. 43.
Ozzie Mathis picks up, I believe they said his first.
Yes.
Sid Pond, his first effort is good.
Very good.
So a 14-point advantage for the Cyclones. And Pond with the poise at the line. Cheerleaders with their pom-poms up. The second one is in and out.
A little too far.
Mathis brought it down, and that's Page with the basketball for Corcoran.
Page wants to slice through.
Right side over to Dunbar. Back to Page.
So the key is going to be Richardson and Page.
Richardson with the turnaround, and he's fouled.
Uh-oh. 3 on Gorman.
That could be huge with plenty of time obviously left in the game. 5:49 left in the third quarter. Yes, Gorman picks up his third foul. Team's first foul here in the third quarter, second half. That's impressive. Richardson's first effort, no good. Proud supporters of the Steve Weed Network, Universe Cellular, Nancy McCabe Allstate Insurance, Dealmaker Dodge and Dealmaker Chevrolet in Theresa, Pink Apple Music, Sundance Leisure, FX Caprera, Benny's Steakhouse, and White's Lumber.
So here comes the press now. See, that's what I do. Get King down.
King. Back over to, that's Padno with the ball. Sid Pond at the top.
Well, no, watch it.
Look at this move. Off the boards, it's good. He evaded number 43, Ozzie Mathis. I thought he might have had the block or at least a foul, but no good. Look at Page on the other side. That's an easy two.
Yeah, Page is going to do that.
So Watertown quickly, as quickly as they put it in, lost 2 at the other side. Now O'Reilly guarded.
They're going to sneak up on him. Watch this. Get away.
Fred Page. But he gets around that. He makes all the way to the basket.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Where did that come from?
I just didn't. I was expecting him to pass it. He put it up for 2. It's now 46-31. You know, it's your arm. That's what's doing it. There you go. Dunbar. Back to Page. Left side. Let's see. That's, oh, boy. He made the move to the basket and lost the ball.
Watertown would be ill-advised now just to take their time. We're halfway through the third period, and you're still maintaining a 15-point lead.
So Sid Pond with the inbound honors. He finds Dante King. He gives it to O'Reilly, and O'Reilly will slow it up. Look out behind you, O'Reilly. That's Dunbar. He gives it to Dante King. 4:49 left in the third quarter. That's Padnode right side. Still no penetration underneath. Gorman's being, nice pass to Gorman. The turnaround, it's good. Oh, it's not. I can't believe it.
You got a little excited there.
I did. It just, the setup was perfect. Page for 3, and that's no good. Look at the rebound. Second effort by Corcoran. Still a loose ball. Dante King brings it down.
Take your time, guys.
He needs help. He gets it from Pond. Pond almost runs into O'Reilly. That's Page, number 32. He's
Hold on,
being a
guys.
pain in
Hold
the
on.
neck, too. Dante King on the left side.
Come on, guys. Just take your time.
Now O'Reilly slows things up. He's guarded there by Page. Kicks it out to Dante King. Back to O'Reilly.
No. Just
Monco Julie not really looking to use as much of the clock as possible. Gorman with the turnaround off the boards. It's good. So Fred Page will bring it up. His team down big, down by 17, 48-31. Dunbar.
They don't seem to have outside scoring, Glenn.
No, not many scorers here for Corcoran. They try to penetrate just like that, Richardson puts it in for 2.
You got to let him do it. Didn't want to pick up his 4th there.
So bringing it up court is, once again, Mr. O'Reilly with the crew cut. Looking fresh for today's game. Oh, and he loses the basketball. Dunbar takes it out of his hands. Nice lead pass over to Richardson. He might stuff it. No, he doesn't.
No.
Nonetheless, it's 2 points whether you stuff it or not. If it goes in, it counts. And now it's 48-35.
Everybody's standing around. Come on, guys.
I know. This is crucial. Up by 13. It was much bigger before. Cross-court pass over to Dante King. He thought about a 3. Now makes the move. Oh, bad shot. Taken down by Pride. He brings it up for Corcoran. Fast transition here for them. Corcoran, look at Pride all the way. Oh, it's blocked by Gorman. Goes out of bounds. Let's see the call. Oh, it's going towards Watertown. That's great. So 3:04 left in the 3rd quarter, and Watertown maintains the 13-point edge.
I think this is a critical time now for Watertown. Like we said, it's a game of possessions, and Corcoran scored 2 in a row here.
Wide-angle view from up, practically in the rafters here at Manley Fieldhouse from the Steve Weed Network. Fantastic coverage once again. And if I get a moment soon, I'll talk to you more about the Steve Weed Network. Look at that move. That's number 10. That's Garvey. And, this doesn't want to go in. Garvey almost gets the rebound, however. Loose ball and a foul. Garvey's going to get the call. That's frustrating.
Yeah, that was probably a pretty good foul. Corcoran had numbers going the other way.
I think that's his first. Todd Garvey, by the way, is a co-captain along with Ryan Padnode. So, Corcoran with the basketball, Dunbar right side, guarded there by King. Up at the top with Raccoon Pride. Or, no, that was Page, rather. Now it's a loose ball, and that's Pride underneath, and that's good.
Yeah.
O'Reilly in trouble. Once again, the press shown by Corcoran. Can they get out of it, folks? They give it to Pond. Now Pond has trouble. He needs help.
Don't over dribble.
He gets it from Dante King. He's going to have to get over midcourt. Dante, no, he doesn't. And it's going to go the other way.
See, again, Watertown, if I was coach, whoa. Heads up.
What was that? Thought it was a foul ball in basketball. I didn't think that was possible.
See, again, the pressure. Corcoran's doing it right. They're taking their time. They know this game's not over, and they want to get at least under double digits. And
Dunbar right side. Fred Page at the top, over to Pride. Pride makes the move, puts up a wild shot. It's good. My goodness, what a turnaround here. 48-39. It's a 9-point lead, and there's a whistle.
It's on Page.
Page picks up the foul. Let's see, how many's that? 3? Second foul for Page. Sid Pond with the inbound honors. Looking for O'Reilly. Can he get it? Boy, this was the same problem we had before. Look at the press shown by Corcoran. Bad pass. It doesn't work for... Oh, boy, and a foul. Reaching foul by Pond.
You got to put Gorman back in the game.
That's exactly, just as you say that, Mr. Cortuli, Mr. Gorman is waiting to come in, and there he is. He's going to replace Todd Garvey, who was in for perhaps the last 4.5 minutes.
Again, you just sense that Watertown is just, they're rattled right now. They're not making good decisions. They're not looking for their players. And no one's moving on offense or defense.
Corcoran with the basketball.
I think Corcoran senses that...
That's Pride. Oh, actually, that's Page with a spin move. Puts it up and misses, however. And Gorman there with a big rebound. Padnode with a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Over to O'Reilly off the boards. It's good.
Yeah, I thought you were going in for the layup, Glenn.
Yeah, so did I. To see the ball roll and go in is very exciting. 50-39, three-point effort there
there's
by
no need
Page.
that.
And why did he take that shot? It's going to go the other way.
I'd like to get the ref over here. Tell him call some fouls.
Yeah. And he's one of ours, George Sayu. But obviously it's working to our advantage because Watertown is, well, once again, making the moves to at least maintain the lead. It's only 11 points, however, now. It was up as much as, I believe, 18.
I think the next couple minutes, Corcoran's just going to be...
Dante King in trouble. That was not a good inbounds. Oh, look at this. Corcoran's backing up on the press. Dante King gets through the seam. Bounce pass over the right side to O'Reilly. That was nice.
Slow down. Bring it out.
Left side, that's Padnode. He finds Gorman. That's, oh boy, Gorman's
Pushing.
fouled from behind from number 50. That's Justin Godbolt. That might be his first.
Well, the key, if this is the way they're going to, you got to get over the 7 fouls, and they're only at 3 with about a minute 28 here.
Minute 28 left in the third quarter, like Ron Cortuli said. The Cyclone team up by 11, 50-39. Oh, Padnode for 3. It's good.
It's his first points of the second half.
Corcoran with the basketball. That's Pride left side. And now Pride makes the move almost over the top.
Nice.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice shot.
53-41.
Watch his backside.
O'Reilly will slow things up, but he's followed by Canty, who's in the game now for Corcoran.
Just take your time.
Sid Pond, right side. Bounce pass to his teammate. Gorman for the turnaround. Oh, I thought he had it. Oh, look at the over the top. And I think that's going to be the call against Sid Pond.
Yeah. He tripped over his foot. He didn't mean to foul the guy, but it's basketball. 49 seconds and a 12-point lead.
I have never seen so many fast-moving basketball games in my life. I know they're not as long as the, like an NBA game or a college game for that matter, but my goodness, 3 games in a row here, and it's just nonstop.
Well, I think what helps is the referees let him play, and the speeds the clock up.
Fred Page, you're absolutely right. And let's see, how many fouls here? 3 fouls for Corcoran, 4 for Watertown here in the second half. There's a move underneath. Wow.
Stepped on the line. He stepped on the baseline.
He did step on the line. I was like, how much room can he have over there? Montgomery steps out and gives up the basketball with 40 seconds left in the third quarter.
Okay, just take your time.
O'Reilly gets through the seam and then loses the basketball, maintains it. He's surrounded by Corcoran.
Oh,
and he
number
loses
31.
the basketball.
That is number 3. It has to be 3 on 31.
Oh, check. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. I thought O'Reilly was upset. He was,
No,
and he
pushed
did
him
get
from
the ball.
behind. He got him from behind.
Jamal Richardson picks up his 3rd foul.
See, it's important for Watertown to
Inbound effort. They're looking for Gorman, the big guy. They get Pond. Oh, no, that's not a good pass. But O'Reilly saves it for the Cyclones.
They lucked out, Glenn. Now hold it. Just hold it. No. Whoa.
Dante King manages to keep that. Over the left side to Padnode for 3. Oh, off the mark. Rebound, Corcoran.
They didn't need that shot, Glenn, but hey.
Page once again. Will he take it all the way? He does. Easy, too, if it goes in. No, it doesn't. Dante King with the fancy footwork. Gets some help from O'Reilly. Oh, lead pass to Gorman. Not a good one, but Gorman saves it. Back over to Sid Pond. Now Sid Pond says, I'm going to take it myself, but then he's stripped of the ball. Corcoran will bring it up. Long pass up off the backboard. It's a miss, and that's the end of the third quarter.
Wow. Talk about sloppy.
So, 53-41. 12-point advantage for the Cyclone team. It gives us a break in the action between quarters with Glenn and Ron, and we'll be back with the beginning of the fourth quarter on the Seaweed Network. Folks, don't go away. We'll be back right after these messages. The wide shot from the Steve Weed Network up in the rafters here at the Manley Fieldhouse.
Well, it's real excitement in the air, Glenn. 12-point lead, 8 minutes to play. Do we have a championship in the making?
Well, it's coming close. We're 1 quarter away, and of course, what Ron was talking about is the score. Watertown ahead, 43-41. Excuse me, 53-41. As if we need enough problems with the score. I'm just adding to the
I don't think
mix
the
here.
scoreboard would do that to us.
But bear in mind, we've been here for 3 straight games here at Manley Fieldhouse. Unfortunately, we're 0 for 2 as far as North Country, but fine performances from the entire season from IHC and Sackett's Harbor. Just to get here, we have to give them that tremendous credit from them and their coaching staff. Walked away losers, however. Watertown looking to at least capitalize in the biggest game of this Manly Fieldhouse showdown. And look at that move, boy. Loose ball. Sid Pond will bring it down. And why are you going to... I thought Sid Pond wanted to throw the long pass. He doesn't. He waits for O'Reilly. And O'Reilly ill-advised pass to Dante King, but he gets it to him.
Again, you got to make Corcoran come after you, but they don't have to rush it.
O'Reilly, fancy footwork.
It was almost
over the top again. Over to Padno, to Dante King.
Give it.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Now they're slowing things up. Oh, nice turnaround by Gorman.
Now that's what I mean, Glenn. That's what they got to do. Just take your time, move the ball, penetrate, and score. Easy game.
It has been easy for them.
Yes.
They've made some mistakes, but this one, Will O'Reilly stuffed it himself. Oh, it's going to be blocked. You saw that coming. Ronnie Montgomery just waited for the right moment and blocked him. Is there a foul on the play, or did it go? It went out of bounds.
No, it's out of bounds. If I was O'Reilly, I would just did a spin move, toss it off to Patno, and you had 2 points. But
you saw it coming. Both guys pretty much the same height, but when you're coming from behind, it's very easy to just anticipate and block if you can jump high enough, and he did. O'Reilly with the basketball.
You know, the key now, Glenn, is to make Corcoran foul you. Take your time, and then you're going to be shooting foul shots.
Or set up picks like that one by Sid Pond. It didn't work effectively, but more of that would facilitate things. Sid Pond from the top for 2. It'll hit the back of the rim. Corcoran at the basketball. That's Richardson. Oh, look at this move underneath. Oh, slightly deflected. Gorman brings it down. Almost fouled underneath.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a foul.
But Sid Pond showing the poise, gives it over to Dante King on the bounce pass, and he runs into traffic, and that's a foul.
That's 3 on Page, is it not?
That would be his 3rd foul on Fred Page.
So we got some boys with 3. Hey, Corcoran's tired, too. I mean, give credit to Watertown. Both teams are playing hard.
Playing real hard.
As much as we get excited and we expect different things, they're playing well.
We're going to keep it here, Steve. It's 6:32 left in the game. Watertown with a 14-point edge. It's been all Watertown throughout. A couple of mistakes here and there, maybe a little over-anxious ball playing or handling, but to be expected. In the end, they are ahead, 55-41, 6:32 left in the game. We just once again want to mention our sponsors and for the coverage here down at the Manly Fieldhouse in Syracuse. A gorgeous day, 3 straight games, and a lot of fine sponsors, including Universe Cellular on the Gold Star Deli Plaza on Arsenal Street. For your next cell phone, talk to Kevin Fear at 788-CELL, C-E-L-L. Nancy McCabe, Allstate Insurance. For the lowest quotes in town and the best service in town, give her a call, 782-3751. Dealmaker Dodge and Dealmaker Chevrolet. Of course, Dealmaker Dodge is the new location for the Dealmaker Auto Group on State Street, right seconds away from downtown. Dealmaker Chevrolet in Theresa. Very happy to have them as proud supporters in the Steve Weed Network. Big Apple Music, the home of Bobby Ferris and crew for all your music needs. I can't say it any more, simply than that. Sundance Leisure, FX Caprera, Benny's Steakhouse, White Slumber. Of course, FX Caprera, you're no more further away than 20 minutes from any given FX Caprera location. White Slumber with 3 fine locations, soon to have a 4th in Clayton.
Now, the key to Watertown now, you have 6 minutes, 30 seconds or so. Just take your time. Don't force stuff.
That's Padnode over to Pond. I thought Pond would take it. Dante King, however, does, and that's short.
Didn't need that. They don't.
Plenty of time, obviously, in this game.
Yeah, you just sense it.
Oh, Page is fouled. No basket, no shot, and Tom O'Reilly picks up his 2nd foul.
No problem. Not shooting yet. Both teams have 5 fouls apiece. They're not in the 1-and-1.
Yeah. So, inbound honors goes to Corcoran's 32. That's Page over to Dunbar. Page quickly gets the basketball back.
And you know he's going to do his penetration.
It's Pride over to Richardson. Oh, look at that, to Dunbar. The spin move, turn around off the boards. He's fouled. Just joining us, Section 3 Boys Championship game for Manly Fieldhouse and the Steve Weed Network. It's a doozy.
That was the 4th fall, 32. Dante King, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I got Dante for, actually,
You have
I don't have him for any fouls. But I'll give him a foul on the last one if that's what was that the call on?
Yes, and it was on Mr. King.
Sending Dunbar to the line, the forward and sophomore.
Shooting 2, I believe.
Playing quite a bit here in the second half too, and it's good.
Yes.
Well, of course, let's see. Dunbar was a starter, as was Raccoon Pride and Jamal Richardson, Fred Page, Ozzie Mathis. The big guy out of the lineup, Jacob Haggerty.
Look at the crowd behind the basket now, Glenn. Starting to think everybody.
Dunbar 2 for 2. And once again, Corcoran showing that tough press. Can Watertown penetrate? That's O'Reilly with the ball. He needs help. He gets it from Pond, and oh boy, it's a loose ball. Let's see the call. Right in front of the Corcoran bench. More than likely, it always goes in their favor when that happens. But no, it doesn't. Pond will have the inbound.
Where's nice.
Lead pass to Padnote. Very nice.
Don't need the basket, though. You just take your time.
Dante King thought about passing it over to Gorman, but didn't.
No.
Back to Padnote. Padnote underneath. He might. Oh, bounce pass to Gorman. Oh, and it's rejected by number 31, Richardson. Look at the size difference there, but the vertical leap behavior is just tremendous.
Yeah.
I don't think a guy like Gorman ever saw something like that in this past season.
Lazy pass, dangerous pass.
Pond.
Oh, that's a foul.
Pass. That was a foul. Turnaround by Gorman. Now finally.
It's getting rough now. You can see tempers are starting to flare a little bit, Glenn.
Well, a lot of intensity. These teams, like you mentioned, Ron, met last year, and of course, the different look Watertown Cyclone team.
Yeah. Well, both teams are at the 6 foul mark. One more, and they're shooting 1-1, both teams.
Inbound honors goes to Mr. Dante King for the Cyclone team.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that. Sid Pond all by himself off the boards, 2 points.
The next 2 minutes, Glenn, are very crucial for Watertown. Keep their head level and just play smart basketball.
Dunbar underneath. He almost stepped out of bounds again. He's in trouble, and he does. Oh, it's a travel call.
They're trying to do too much.
Not much room under there, especially with a lot of big guys.
No, I think that's where they want to utilize their athleticism, though. They're all athletic. There's no doubt about it.
Sid Pond with the inbound honors, and he gives it to Padnote, who sets up a trap. Why does he do that? And look at this. O'Reilly gives it to Dante. Dante says, I don't want this. That was Dante King, that is. And look at that. Oh, alley-oop again. Yeah! Gorman in the slam dunk. How did it? That's incredible how they got out of that trouble and managed an alley-oop like that. Oh, follow-up by Corcoran's good, and that's good by number
43, Mathis.
Who had the assist on the alley-oop? I missed it.
I think it's Patnaw or Sid Pond.
It was Sid Pond. You're right. There's Padnote there. He'll wait for his teammates, however. That was exciting.
All they have to do is clock management. The enemy now for Corcoran is not Watertown.
Pond puts up a wild shot, misses everything.
That was ill-advised.
The score 59-45. It's a 14-point lead. Still plenty of time for Corcoran. A lot of game left. Oh, boy.
Take your time.
Padnote brings it over. He does the zigzag move. Oh, gives it to Gorman. Turnaround hook. It's no good. Oh, and the follow-up is good. Oh, it finally goes in.
Timeout, Corcoran.
I believe by Padnote. Padnote was on the other side of the court by the time the ball went in the basket.
Was that Pond or Gorman that got that?
Oh, boy, I don't know. There's just we got so many tall guys in the 20s, I just don't know anymore.
There you
and
go.
they're juniors on top of everything. Anyway, fantastic game, folks. 61-45. We have a break in the action. We're going to cut away for a couple of commercials. Don't go away. Watertown is looking for the home stretch here when we get back. And we're back with the Steve Weed Network and coverage of the Section 3 Boys Championship game here. We're talking Class A action, folks. A fantastic game, much anticipated. Bear in mind, of course, Jacob Haggerty out of the lineup for Corcoran. But you know what, Ron? I don't think it would matter.
It's hard to say, Glenn. When you don't have somebody, it would have probably made some difference for Corcoran, but definitely their game styles changed. It's either Page or Richardson.
Pride back over to, that's Page again. He'll make the move underneath. Oh, boy,
nice block
by Gorman. O'Reilly with the fast break. Oh, nice lead pass over to Padnote. He almost loses it, however.
Don't need it.
Not a good pass there. And once again, boy, can he keep control of the Richardson having all types of problems. Dante King now with the basketball. Through the legs, over to Gorman, almost up and
Just
down.
hold it back. Bring it back. You got 4 minutes.
O'Reilly slows things up. 4 minutes exactly left in this game. Watertown 61, Corcoran 45. And turnaround by Gorman is good off the boards.
He was fouled on that, too.
Yes, he was. I tell you what, I've never seen, well, I always say I like to see them play, but there's some questionable non-calls in this game, but nonetheless, Watertown up by plenty. Page with the ball. He goes up all by himself. No good. And loose ball, once again, free clock. That's Dunbar underneath. He'll put it up. He's always off balance, that guy, but he gets it in.
Nice shot by Dunbar.
O'Reilly brings it up. He's really moving the ball. Padnode right side. He'll slow things up.
Yeah, you don't need it. You're up 16 with 3 minutes. This is going to be shooting. Call timeout.
It's Pond. Bounce pass over to Gorman. Turnaround. Oh, he missed it. Just a little long in that last effort.
I give Watertown credit. They still want to push the issue with the ball.
Fred Page over to Richardson for 3. Oh, missed it. Dunbar almost had the rebound, but Dante King of Watertown does. And he's in trouble, however, gives it to O'Reilly. No problems there. And a timeout called.
Good call. Good call by Paul. He notices his team.
Timeout called by, of course, Coach Paul Adams. Fantastic season. And plenty more with this squad, at least next year. But right now, they want to put this one away with 2:46. We're going to break away from the action, Steve. 63-47, your score on the Steve Weed Network. We'll be back right after this. And we're back with the long shot on the Steve Weed Network. And, of course, there's your Cyclone team from behind.
2:46 left.
2:46 left, exactly.
It's almost... Is this true? It's too good to be true, but they played well.
Now, Ron, you also mentioned that we're going we might be going to further and further places.
Well, yes. It moves on to what they call now the state sectionals. I'm not sure what the true classification is, Glenn. We can look that up in the program next, but the winner moves on.
I don't know the history of this team or any team in the Watertown district that went further than this.
Well, I think
this is huge for Watertown.
Well, that's 4 on Page, Glenn. His 4th foul.
Page does pick up his 4th foul. You're absolutely right.
And now they're shooting 1-on-1s.
Notice the people filing to the exits. Don't you want to hang out and watch the celebrations?
I don't think these are the Watertown fans leaving, Glenn.
I don't recognize them. But I don't think they're the Corcoran fans either. But anyway, they're leaving, and O'Reilly at the line. The ball is up, and it's good with the 1-and-1.
O'Reilly's played a good floor game tonight.
Really has. And, you know, Paul Adams obviously utilizing as much as he can from his big men, the starters. Look at Gorman. Oh, look at the turnaround effort there. My goodness.
That's called determination. You want the game.
There's got to be a lot of colleges looking at that fine young man there, not to mention his teammates. But that was poise and just collectiveness plus. And Page tries to go through traffic, loses the basketball, and then he tackles Sid Pond. Not intentionally, of course. He was going for the basketball.
No, that's good effort. Good effort on both parts.
Inbound honors goes to Mr. Pond. Bounce pass over to Padnode, back to Pond. This is exactly how they've been breaking the press.
You want Dante King handling the ball.
All half long. Dante King with the ball. Good ball handling over to O'Reilly. Not a slouch himself with the basketball in this game.
No, you don't need to score here.
Eating a lot of clock with 2:08 left. And Gorman with the turnaround again. I think it was slightly deflected. Still goes in. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line. You could do, what was the expression? You can only hope to contain him.
Yes.
I mean, even when you think you contain him.
And that was good gesture on Mr. Page's part, too, going up to O'Reilly and tapping him on the shoulders. He knows.
I mean, you got Ozzie Mathis against Gorman, but this has been one heck of a game. I mean, he has a struggle for him.
Yes.
There's a move to the basket. Oh, and that's a crazy way of looking at it. Dunbar underneath again. Can he find the room? He puts up a wild shot once again, misses. Been doing a lot of that. And O'Reilly brings it up for Watertown.
Yeah, take your time. That's
bounce pass to Padnode. He'll slow things up. Back to O'Reilly. 1:35 left in the game. Sid Pond. Watertown really no problem with Corcoran in this game.
No, not at all.
Dante King over to Padnode again. He'll take it for 2. It's in and out.
Nice try.
1:21 left in the game. Still people filing out behind us. Hope they don't cross over our wires. Look at Page underneath. Oh, he's stuffed by Sid Pond. Dante King with the fast transition. Back over to O'Reilly, who will slow things up.
Slow it down.
107.
We have a corporate foul.
Proud supporters of Steve Weed coverage of the Section 3 Boys Championship games, or games. We've done 3 of them. Universe Cellular, Nancy McCabe, Allstate Insurance, and look at Coach
Mass substitution
Adams.
now, taking Gorman, King, and O'Reilly out.
And we're happy to say this is not the last time they'll have a Watertown, at least for this season, of course.
It's good to have a championship back in Watertown.
And extend the season to the next step. Something that people in Watertown will really stand behind their players, and whether you know them or maybe if you don't even have any relation to these kids.
No.
It's just exciting for the community.
And that was Dan Wright making the first foul shot. Massive substitution for Watertown.
Dan Wright? No, it's Padnote at the line. And his second one is in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right.
But you're right. Padnote's about the only guy that stayed in. Actually, in addition to that, Hal Thurston's in the game as well. And Todd Bedard for Watertown. That shot's no good. Actually, the big guy, number 25, impressive, Pat Hopkins.
Yeah.
2 points there by Corcoran. It's now 69-49. 20-point lead by Watertown. 40 seconds left in the game.
That's right.
And that was Bedard. Tom Bedard is a junior. And Thurston loses the basketball.
Yep. Patnell's now out of the game.
Padnote steps out. And Aaron Rivers, the junior, the 6-foot junior, in the game with just 35 seconds left. His team up big, 69-49. Yeah, we're going to cover the celebrations after this, so keep tuned. This is Paul Adams' way of just at least... Oh, look at that. Oh, Hopkins had an easy shot. Second effort is blocked. The ball is still loose. Hopkins frustrated.
Well, that's okay. You know, the kids are having fun.
In comparison to the other games in this, at least in the last few weeks, this is somewhat of a low-scoring contest.
Yes, it is, but...
7 seconds left to the championship. That's a wild shot. And follow-up there by Corcoran. Now it's going to go out of bounds. No, he saves it.
It's all over.
That'll do it.
Championship for Watertown High.
Congratulations, Coach Paul Adams, and congratulations to the entire team. That's Todd Garvey, Tom Bedard, Hal Thurston, Chris Gianetti, Aaron Rivers, Josh Woodward, Tom O'Reilly, Sid Pond, Ryan West, Ryan Padnote, Matt Gorman, Pat Hopkins, Tyler Simpson, and Dante King. Not necessarily in this order, but that's what I have on my roster numerically.
And you had all those memorized.
Yeah, oh, of course. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, but we'll do all of that. I don't know. Are we going to keep it here, Steve? Yeah, let's keep it here. This is a special moment. We normally walk away from this and give you the final wrap-up after a commercial break, but we want to capture each and every moment for Watertown. As you can see, the players, that's Padnote, number 2-3, O'Reilly. They're looking up at family members in the crowd, but for the moment, they're just sharing this time with their players, teammates. And what's exciting is when they have the banner, presentation, I guess you will. Hopefully, they'll do that.
I don't mean not to talk, Glenn. I'm just heading up everything here.
And Ron Cortuli adding up all the numbers from this exciting matchup against the Corcoran Cougars. Corcoran, of course, high school in Syracuse, New York. Watertown has seen Corcoran on several occasions. And all right, we're going to wrap it up here with all the numbers. And I think, Ron Cortuli, you might be ready. Have you done your math?
Just two more guys. And
2 more guys.
7.
We'd like to quickly thank all our sponsors
Sure.
and, of course, Steve Wee Network and the people here at the fine facility, Manly.
Well, for Corcoran High, Mr. Page was the, he had a tough second half. He only had 4 points for a total of 12. Mr. Pride, 5. Ms. Dunbar, 9. Mr. Richardson, who I give him credit, number 31, he really pounded the boards hard.
Yes, he did.
He had 18 points. And the balance with 2 other players for 4 points for a total of 49. For the Cyclones, Mr. O'Reilly, great fuller game. He had a total of 8 points. Ryan Patnob had a total of 15. Matt Gorman, 27 points. And, boy, he was a force in both the first and the second half.
He had 27, you said?
He had 27 points.
Fantastic.
Sid Pond had 12. Dante King, 6 for a grand total of 69. 69-49, folks, our final score. Section 3 title for Watertown High.
And we congratulate Watertown High and everyone involved with their fine organization. This certainly brings a real big bright spot to Watertown.
Excuse me. Yes, it does. And all the years that Mr. Paul Adams has been coach at the helm, this has been his most balanced, most focused team, and we're proud of all the guys.
First one out on the court was Todd Garvey, followed by Bedard. Pretty much numerically what I did before. Al Thurston, Chris Gianetti. Aaron Rivers, number 14. These guys obviously will see playing time next year. Josh Woodward. Tom O'Reilly.
Yeah, he had
He had a
excellent floor
fantastic game. Sid Pond, followed by Ryan West and Ryan Padnode.
Of course, this tribute to Ryan West. We all know he has cancer, and we wish him well.
Matt Gorman gets a big hand. Pat Hopkins. Tyler Simpson. And Dante King. And that will wrap things up. Coach Adams is out. Well, if we can get an angle of there he is. Boy, I tell you what, the Steve Wee Network's got everything covered today.
Hey, just like ESPN.
That's right.
And there's the banner, Glenn.
And there's the banner that I was talking about. Hopefully we can get a good shot of it. And oh, look at the Watertown media getting better shots than us. They're on the wrong side of the court, if you mind. But
good
obviously a big moment.
Great sportsmanship on both teams. No cockiness. Game's over.
No, actually, a lot of good sportsmanship. Actually, run in all 3 games here at
Yes.
Manley Fieldhouse.
Yes.
That's a testament to our young kids today and our young athletes.
Well, I'd like to compliment Section 3 for having the cheerleaders of each of the 6 teams today have a little, a couple minutes presentation.
Mm-hmm. And all the family members and relatives and friends coming down as well. We're going to wrap things up. And, Steve, I tell you what, this was exciting. We did lose the first 2, but we walked away as the champions. And that's the music they're playing from Queen right now. The final score is 69-49. Your Watertown Cyclone beat a tough Corcoran team this year in the year 2001, and they will move on. We'll keep you up to date on that on the Steve Wheat Network as that information comes to us. But for Ron Cortuli, I'm Glenn Curry for the Steve Wheat Network. We hope to see you on bigger and better things in the future for Watertown and for other exciting stuff with JCC action and other local events in the North Country. Signing off right now from Manley Fieldhouse. We hope to see you soon.
Beautiful.